Hey, hope everyone is ready to enjoy another wonderful episode of your favorite community talk show on the couch. Creative Game Changers is what this episode is all about. These are people who are doing something different, succeeding at what they do, and making an impact. Let's meet my guest for today, Safanda Cox. She is one of the reigning queens of our community. For as long as I remember, seeing her at events and parties and seeing her perform, I've always been in awe of the creativity and the talent. So come with me and let's get to meet her. Safanda, so glad to see you.
Thank you for having me, Antoine.
Thank you for being here. What's your definition of the art of drag? I know it's a big question to start with, but
That's huge for the start. Well, the art of drag for me is a chance, it's an outlet, it's a chance to be creative, a chance to learn with makeup, with costumes, and just to be yourself.
And you do it so well. What got you into it? When, where, how, what happened?
Wow, how did I get into it? 1999, all the way back.
Okay.
They were offering a free entry for anyone who dons a dress.
Okay.
In drag. So
Where? Which venue?
It was called RPM back
Okay,
then.
RPM, yeah.
Which is now government, which is now a pile of rubble.
Oh God, we are older.
Oh shit! Oops, we're not allowed to say that.
You're okay to say that. Okay.
But they were offering the free entry, and of course,
You got it.
I got it.
That was it?
That was it.
Wow. What's challenging generally about the art of drag?
The art of drag constantly evolving, constantly having to change. You gotta change with the times.
Okay.
So
you always have to reinvent yourself.
Yes, of course.
Okay. You had a crazy performance happened lately. And
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us what happened after that. What came out of it?
Well, so I pretty much like creating things and being crafty, and with the help of my girlfriend
Donorama.
together we call ourselves the Crafty Queens.
Okay.
So we concocted this mannequins and did almost like a marionette type of number.
It was great.
Life size with Destiny's Child, and it went viral. It went crazy viral. It's I think 1.5 million views right now.
Whoa.
And we even heard from RuPaul.
Oh, did you?
She tweeted
wow.
it twice, which is awesome.
I know that I saw it on news all the way like south of the border, and you ended up being on the news, interviewed on the news for that?
Yes,
Sorry, not the news. What,
CP24, Brazil. Some people from
I saw
Brazil contacted
Okay,
me,
that's what I saw.
as well as Germany and Italy. It's awesome.
Nice.
So.
You deserve it. Where do you perform usually?
I usually perform at Woody's. That's my residence
home?
bar, my
Okay.
home bar. I also have residencies at Zippers and Fly nightclub, Fly 2.0.
Okay.
And recently, I just got hired for Cruise and Tangos. So I'll
Everywhere.
be there as well.
All the big ones. We're going to take a little break. We're going to join reporter Kat Grant on location, and then we will be back with the fabulous Safanda.
Hi, I'm Kat Grant. I'm here today to speak with award winner, singer-songwriter, musician extraordinaire, Elana Hart. Thank you for joining me today, Elana.
My pleasure.
Can you tell everyone here how you got started?
Sure. I started playing music when I was 12. I had my first record when I was 18. I've had 7 records since then, and I don't know enough to quit.
Can you tell us a little bit about your song, Christmas Every Day?
Sure. Christmas Every Day is a co-write with Kim Jarrett, who's an incredible writer. She and I, we decided we wanted to write this song a couple of years ago and actually got to it this year. It's an inclusive, non-religious, community-based song. It's easy to sing. It went to radio last week again for the second time.
It also won a songwriting contest.
It did quite well with more than one, which was great to see how we placed on the world stage. Really, we don't write for that purpose, but it was really neat to see the response, that's for sure.
And everybody can order that song on iTunes, by the way.
Yeah. Please order it on iTunes. How about that? Yeah.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about Beautiful Salt?
Beautiful Salt. Beautiful Salt is a mix of acoustic and folk and some jazz and some chill, which brought me to my next project that I'm working on, which is the Chill Project. But it's harmonies and intense, and it's going to be quite pretty. And some of it's a little bit on the rough side, but most of it's quite pretty. We should have that record out, I'm hoping by summertime.
So that's a pretty and a rough.
Yep.
But now you have a loud as well.
I seem to, I like to do everything, all kinds of music, and I'm always very curious. So recently I put together a band called Too Many Popes, which is a mix of like Nine Inch Nails meets Depeche Mode. It's very rough. It's loud. It's big time loud and screamy. Well, kind of screamy. And we're really enjoying that. So that'll be out maybe by the end of the year. We're still writing for that now. We have a ways to go, so.
And then there's my personal favorite, Stiletto Flats.
The Flats, yes. The Flats have been around for 4 years, Stiletto Flats. We play a lot. It's a really great little band. We do pretty well. We play some original music. We have a record out, which is also available on iTunes, and you can always just find me and buy one. And that band just continues to go. I mean, it's a 4-piece or a 5-piece. It's pretty fun. Something always happens at a Flat show, that's for sure.
They also play really big venues like Taste of the Danforth.
Which is it's like 10,000 people all milling about. And we've had really good success there. And then we've played some other festivals as well in Ottawa and in Kingston.
I'd like to thank you, Miss Elana Hart, for coming and speaking with us today.
My pleasure.
Ours too. We'll be right back.
Hi everyone, welcome back. We are with Safanda. Performances, let's talk about that. How do you decide on a song to perform?
Well, different things influence a performance.
Okay.
It could be a costume, it could be some heels that I love, or it could be the song of the moment.
Okay.
So that's what inspires
This is
me.
what I want to do.
This is what I want to do, and then something pops in my head, I envision it.
Okay.
It
So
just comes to life.
I guess that's the process. So what happens? How do you then take that and start developing costumes and sets and the whole?
Well, it depends on the song. So you listen to the lyrics,
Okay.
and I just come up with things in my head. I don't know why. I'm
and
crazy
this is
or something.
Donorama you develop the costumes with?
Yeah, together
of things.
we if she has time,
Okay.
I ask her, or I make it myself.
Okay.
So.
You do have choreography usually with you in a lot of cases.
I
You
do,
have
yes.
dancers and stuff.
I do have dancers as well, and they're really hot.
Yeah,
They're
I love your
cute.
dancers. Awesome.
So we use them in their shows as well.
Cool. What makes a performance unique to you? Like, what do you think?
What makes a performance unique? See, with all those props and all this, the dancers and all that stuff, you don't really need that. It's not necessary. For me, for it to be unique, you have to believe what you're doing. And then if you believe what you're doing, then the audience will believe it too.
Okay.
So.
I guess maybe it's in the same line, but what makes you unique? Why is Safanda unique?
Oh my.
I know,
Safanda
put you on the
unique,
spot.
oh my gosh.
What makes you better, not better,
No.
different than other queens? Like, okay.
Different.
Yeah.
Well, I was known for being able to include dancing.
I was gonna say you're a great
Right,
dancer.
that's how I started.
That's
That's
the
how
first
I
thing that I
started.
thought of. Yeah, okay.
That separated me from the other
Okay.
queens.
Did you
of them.
used to be at Electric Circus? Was that?
Oh my gosh.
Is that
I'm not
what?
supposed to say.
Okay, that's where the dancing came
Yes,
from. Okay,
yes.
so you're a dancer and you love dancing originally.
I do love to
Okay,
dance. I love
cool.
to perform.
Let's talk about big parties that you have performed at.
Prism is a huge event on World Pride.
Yeah.
And they give me, the thing is, when they trust you, they give you a huge budget.
Yeah.
And when you have a huge budget, you can create things. And
I know, I watch your Facebook and leading towards Pride, and usually it's like, okay, you know what's coming up, you start building the stuff, you start preparing your performance.
There's lots of brainstorming involved and what songs are going to be hot that,
Beautiful.
you know,
Beautiful.
that time.
What crazy memories, something too insane that you go, oh my
Insane.
God, what is happening here?
Oh my God. Well, every Saturday I do host Woody's show, and I host the Best Ass contest.
Yes.
So crazy things have happened.
And
on
that, I'm
stage,
sure.
but what happens to Woody stays in Woody.
Anything exciting cooking up that we should all be looking forward to?
I am crossing my fingers. Hopefully RuPaul will have me on her show,
Oh my
RuPaul's
God.
Drag Race Season 9. So we'll see.
Okay, everyone, we're going to take a little break. We're going to join reporter Lorenzo Pagnotta on location, and we will be back with the lovely Safanda.
Hi there, I'm Lorenzo Pagnotta, and I'm very excited to be chatting today with the multi-talented author of Mumble Lips, Joey Lamar. I'm very excited to be here today with a friend from the community, Joey Lamar. Thank you so much for joining me on the couch.
Thank you for having me.
What was the process like writing and publishing Mumble Lips?
It was very cathartic. I learned a lot about myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, and I was able to revisit them as I wrote and edited both books, actually. So I highly recommend the process.
Now, there are a lot of Latino expressions in the book, like huepa. I was wondering if you had any favorites that you might share with us and maybe what they mean to you.
Well, you said that very well.
Thank you.
Huepa is a favorite expression for all Latinos. It is something that you feel. It means woohoo in English, but unlike woohoo, it is definitely a word that makes you shout internally as well.
Do you think that the LGBT scene in New York has changed a lot over the past 3 decades?
Tremendously. With the new laws in place, marriage equality, DOMA, New York is a much freer community. It always has been the pioneer community for LGBT around the world, but today it's even more so. It's a beautiful place to be gay and different.
Now, what can we expect to see from you next?
Mambo Lips will be going to stage. We're working with some playwrights as we speak, actually, to bring it to musical theater by 2017. Salsa Hips will be released at the end of this month, and there's also a poetry book coming out that is as a result of Salsa Hips.
So how does Salsa Hips, in your opinion, differ from Mambo Lips?
Salsa Hips is definitely the juxtaposition to Mambo Lips. It is a story of my weaknesses. It is my adult years coming out into the community, being authentic, and the fine line between being authentic and being unleashed.
Thank you so much for joining us on the couch, Joey.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back. Huepa.
Huepa.
And we are back. We're going to talk a little bit now on a personal level, get to know you on a personal level. So what is your boy name? What's behind all the makeup and the hair?
Behind all the makeup, oh my gosh. My name is Jonathan, and I was born in the Philippines.
You were born in the Philippines,
Yes.
okay. Family there, born there, raised
My
there?
family is here. I still have family there, of course. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Supportive?
Yes.
Yes, nice. Okay.
Some of them don't know.
Okay, that's okay. Hobbies when you're not performing?
Oh my! I love going to the movies.
Yeah,
I'm a
I've
movie
seen that a lot.
buff. I always go
What's
out.
your favorite movies?
Well,
What genre? What genre?
I watched Avatar 23 times. I don't know.
I love that movie too. Okay, cool. What makes you sad?
Oh, what makes me sad?
Yeah.
Well, I recently lost my father.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
Very sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
What makes you happy then?
what makes me happy?
Yeah.
This makes me happy, being with you.
Aw. Okay, that's a good answer. We like her. Okay. What inspires you?
What inspires me? Strong women, because we emulate
Yeah. The
women
personas, yeah.
personas. So
Okay.
strong female.
Okay, give me an example of one.
Beyonce. Beyonce is
Beyonce?
one of my
Okay.
idols.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna take another little break. We're gonna join reporter Christine Newman on location, and we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Christine Newman. Today I'll be speaking with multi-talented filmmaker Kate Johnston. Hi Kate, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Christine. It's great to be here.
Perfect. Let's start out with telling the viewers a bit about your film True Love.
True Love is a feature film that I wrote and directed and produced in collaboration with Shauna McDonald. And it's about a serial bed-hopping lesbian who falls in love with her friend's mother who comes to town. And it's a pretty funny film. And it's a dramatic film too. It was shot in the winter of 2013 on Toronto Island, where I lived at the time. And it's gone around the world, award-winning actors, beautiful movie. If I don't say so myself, I'm very proud of it. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
It's done quite well.
I understand it has won multiple international awards.
15, yeah.
15?
Yeah, I know, it's won 15, yeah. From India to New Zealand to Europe and North America for Best Feature Film, and 3 for Kate Trotter as actress, lead actress, yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your company, Tom Girl Films?
Tom Girl Films is a film company that I started on my own, I still have, and I did it in order to produce films. I did it because I tried making films for years and it was really, really difficult. And so I went back to school and I studied filmmaking and I learned how to produce films and I started producing films, other people's films, and then I thought I need to produce my own. And so I started a film company and produced my short film Storm Cloud and True Love, which is the first feature film that we did.
What would you say inspires your artistic vision?
My parents inspired me from the time I was born. My mother was a piano teacher and a young concert pianist, and my dad ran a movie theater, so I grew up in a projection room where I was exposed to movies from Frank Capra to Fellini, everything in between, so I was schooled in cinema from the time I was a kid.
And are there any new projects that you're working on currently?
Yes, too many. I'm scattering myself thin. I'm working on 4. I'm working on 2 feature films. One in London, England, which is called The Turkish Wedding, which is a lot like, not a lot, like a bit like La Cage aux Folles, but with lesbians. And it's about the intersection of, I know it's fun, it's about the intersection of being queer or being gay and her family who are Muslim and live in Turkey. So it's about the combination of those 2 worlds collide. And it's a beautiful story about that intersection, right? So I'm very proud of that film. I think we'll be shooting in September, that's the plan.
Thanks very much for being here today, Kate.
Thank you, Christine.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ryan Boa. I'm going to be speaking with Belle Jumelles, who's been a staple in Toronto's burlesque community for over 6 years. Belle, thank you so much for being in this episode.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Now, in your opinion, what is burlesque?
For me, I feel like the easy definition is burlesque is the art of the tease. It's gone from the original days, the heydays of, sequins and rhinestones and feather boas and all that jazz. We still use that stuff and still incorporate elements of classic burlesque, but people are doing things out of the ordinary and infusing all that together. So people have started doing nerdlesque and aerial silks while doing burlesque or hooping or singing, and it always has that underlying element, which is the tease.
So Belle, what inspires your burlesque performances?
Pretty much I hear a song. So I'll hear a song happen and it just takes over something inside of me. It really just comes down to the music.
So this episode is about game-changing moments. What would you say your game-changing moment was?
That's an easy one. I started out doing burlesque as a means to feel stronger myself. I wanted to sing live and was feeling too shy. So I took some burlesque classes, fell in love with the art, started performing, and the sense of empowerment that I felt by being on stage was so awesome. Like, the reactions of the audience made me feel confident. Being up there just felt good. And then all of a sudden the game changed when people in the audience started actually coming to me, and rather than saying you're so hot on stage or you're so sexy, it was talking about how they felt. So things like a woman coming to me and saying that I had erased 28 years of her body shame issues and that she had struggled with anorexia and bulimia and different circumstance, and seeing me perform made her not care anymore and that she felt great. Having a gentleman come up to me and talk about similar things about his own body shame, and that seeing me perform made him feel good was like, oh wow, this is not only happening for women, it's happening for men too, and people are feeling good about themselves. So it kind of shifted that thing from, yes, it still continues to make me feel empowered and make me feel great, but I also realized I was doing the same for other people, that it then went into, how else can I do this? I can impose what I feel and how I gain all of this confidence by putting on some workshops, and started doing that. And so now I hope to do that as much as I can.
So Belle, what's next for you?
I still want to continue performing. I love the elements of performing and producing different types of shows. But I think a big focus for me is going to be my workshop and taking that on to different cities and trying to help others feel really good about themselves, empowering people.
Belle, thank you so much for being on this episode.
Oh, I've had fun. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. We'll be right back.
And we are back, and we're gonna start wrapping up the show regretfully. So we're gonna start asking our quick questions. What's your favorite color?
I have to say ombre.
Ombre. That's a new.
It's
I've
like
never heard on any interview
color
that word.
that has a gradient.
Yeah, beautiful. Your favorite flower?
Oh, I love the birds of paradise.
Nice. What do you like making in the kitchen?
Oh, I'm a Filipino. I'm a sucker for like Filipino food, so adobo.
Adobo? Okay,
Yeah.
I've had that. What's your favorite movie with a drag theme?
Oh, Tu Wong Fu. That's easy. Tu Wong Fu.
I love that one too. Yes. What song do you like to listen to while you're getting made up?
Any Beyonce track gets me going. It's great.
Hopes for our LGBTQ community?
Stay strong together. Together we stand. Amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful. And advice to future creative game changers?
Find your niche. Find that thing that sets you apart.
And there we go. Safanda, thank you.
Yay.
Big hug.
Thank you. Mwah.
Thank you.
Mwah.
If you want to do something, do it right, do it big, be different. And a little reminder, like us on Facebook and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time on the couch.